A billionaire father points the finger at his young son's maid, accusing her of abuse. Police close in, cuffs ready. But just before she is dragged away, the little boy breaks down and screams the truth, uncovering a lie that could destroy his father's empire forever. The sun was dipping low, its glow spilling across the sprawling estate of Victor Kane. The marble floors of the mansion caught every last streak of light, polished so clean they mirrored the sky outside. Into this silence stepped Alina Brooks, clutching a folded green rag in one hand and her gloves tucked beneath her arm. She wore her simple navy maid's dress with its crisp white apron, her shoes tapping softly against the floor. This was not her job. Not truly. She worked for Nora, Victor's ex-wife. But since the divorce, it was Alina who came every visitation evening to collect little Liam and bring him safely back to his mother. "Liam?" she called gently, her voice carrying warmth. The answer came quick, thundering feet, the clatter of a toy. Then a small figure flew from the den. A boy in a red shirt with tousled blonde hair barreled into her legs, wrapping tiny arms around her. "Alina!" His face lit up with joy. She bent to scoop him into her arms, hugging him tight. "There's my little man. Did you have fun with Daddy today?" Liam nodded, proudly holding up his yellow dump truck. But before he could say another word, a voice sliced through the air like glass. "Put him down." Alina turned. Victor Kane stood in the doorway, his broad shoulders framed by the evening light. His tailored blue suit looked like armor, and his eyes, dark as coal, burned with hostility. In long strides he crossed the room, his jaw clenched, his hand already reaching. In one swift move he ripped Liam out of her arms. The boy gasped in fright, his toy slipping from his hands and clattering across the floor. "What are you doing?" Alina's voice trembled, her rag pressed against her chest like a shield. Victor tugged up Liam's sleeve, exposing a faint bruise the size of a thumbprint on the boy's small arm. He held it high like damning evidence in a courtroom. "There," he thundered, his voice echoing off the marble. "Proof. You dare lay your hands on my son, then waltz into my home as if nothing happened." Alina staggered back, her face drained of color. "No, I didn't hurt him." He stumbled. "He pulled too hard on his toy truck. I caught him before he fell. That's where it came from." "Liar!" Victor's roar shook her to the core. He jabbed a finger at her, his face twisted in rage. "You work for Nora. You're her pawn. She sends you here to do her dirty work, and you dare hurt my child to win custody? Not today." Liam reached desperately for Alina, his little voice breaking. "Alina!" But Victor twisted away, blocking him. "Enough. Don't listen to her, Liam." Alina's eyes burned with tears. "Please, sir, listen to me." He was playing, the truck rolled, he tripped. "I caught him before he hit the console. That mark is from me saving him, not hurting him." Victor's sneer was ice. His gaze flicked toward the polished table where tomorrow's custody hearing papers sat waiting. "You've just handed me everything I need." The front door opened with a heavy creak. Officer Mark Daniels stepped inside, uniform sharp, eyes scanning the tense scene. He saw Victor gripping his son, Alina pale and trembling, the toy overturned on the floor. Victor wasted no time. He thrust his finger toward Alina. "She struck him. Look at the bruise. Arrest her now." Alina shook her head in panic. "No, that's not true." Daniels raised a calming hand, his voice steady. "Everyone slow down. I need to hear from each of you." His eyes moved like a camera lens, catching details. The gloves tucked under Alina's arm, the rag in her hand, the dump truck lying overturned, the faint dent in the wooden console. Carla, the longtime house manager, hovered nervously near the wall. Victor turned his glare on her. "Tell him what you heard." Carla twisted her hands, hesitant. I heard a cry. That's all. I didn't see." Alina steadied her voice, though it shook. "I was wiping the console." Liam tugged his truck. It rolled. He stumbled. I grabbed his arm before he hit the corner. He cried, "Yes," but I soothed him. He was fine, until Victor walked in. "Enough lies," Victor snapped, pulling Liam tighter. He turned to Daniels. There's nanny cam footage. That will show what happened. Daniels nodded. Good. Let's see it. Victor's hesitation lasted just long enough to sting. The system's been glitchy. Don't expect much. Daniels crouched down, his voice softer as he spoke to the boy. Hey, buddy. Can you tell me what happened? Liam's tearful eyes darted toward Alina, his little hand reaching for her. He's traumatized, Victor barked, yanking him back. Stop confusing him. Daniel's jaw tightened. With respect, Mr. Kane. Let me do my job. He turned back to Liam. You're safe. You can tell me anything. Liam's lips quivered, but no words came. Daniels rose, his gaze cutting into Victor. Then I'll need to check the other cameras. Cloud backups. No! Victor's voice boomed. This is my house, my system. You're not digging through it. Daniels pressed the button on his chest cam. For the record, subject refuses access. Victor seized the moment, raising his voice like a judge. Arrest her. My son is bruised. That's all the evidence you need. Daniels sighed heavily, caught between duty and doubt. He reached for his cuffs. Ma'am, turn around. Alina's knees buckled. Tears blurred her vision. Please, Liam, tell them. Tell them the truth. And then, everything broke. Liam erupted in his father's arms, thrashing wildly. His fists pounded against Victor's chest, his cries slicing the room in half. She saved me, he screamed. Daddy told me to say Alina was bad so Mommy couldn't take me. The cuffs froze in Daniel's hands. His eyes snapped to Victor, whose face drained to chalk. Victor stammered. He's confused. He's 3 years old. He doesn't know. Alina gasped, falling to her knees, unable to stop sobbing. Liam's words tumbled out in broken cries. Daddy said if I don't lie, Mommy will take me away. Quiet, Victor barked, squeezing him tighter. Daniel's voice hardened like steel. Put the boy down, Mr. Kane. Now. Victor's jaw worked furiously, but when he saw Daniel's hand hovering near his taser, he slowly, reluctantly set Liam down. The boy bolted across the room, flinging himself into Alina's arms. She clutched him to her chest, whispering into his hair, her tears soaking his blonde curls. Daniels lifted his radio. Dispatch, I need immediate tech support for nanny cam cloud retrieval. And notify the mother, Nora Kane. She is custodial guardian. She needs to be present. Victor's head snapped up. What? No. You will not bring her here. Daniels narrowed his eyes. Your son just accused you of coaching him to lie. That makes this custodial. She's coming. That's not optional. Minutes stretched into eternity. A tech officer arrived, fingers flying across the tablet, pulling the feed from the cloud. Victor paced the floor, his composure cracking. This is absurd. You'll see, she's dangerous. She works for Nora. It's all a setup. But then the footage appeared. First clip. Liam tugging on his dump truck, the toy rolling, his small body stumbling forward. Alina's gloved hand darted out, catching his arm just before his head hit the sharp console corner. His frightened cry, her soft voice soothing him. No strike. No slap. Only rescue. Second clip. Victor on the couch, leaning toward his son, his voice low but recorded clear. If anyone asks, say Alina hurt you. Say she's bad. If you don't, Mommy will take you away. Do you understand? Say it. Carla gasped, her hand flying to her mouth. Alina broke into sobs, kissing Liam's head. Daniels turned slowly toward Victor, his eyes ice. You lied. You used your own child. You tampered with evidence. Victor's face twisted, desperation spilling out. I did what I had to. If I couldn't prove Nora puts him in danger, I'd lose custody. You don't get it. I'm his father. Without me, he's nothing. Without me, I'm nothing. Daniels snapped the cuffs around his wrists. What you are is under arrest. Victor thrashed and cursed, but the words rang empty now. His power drained with every step as officers dragged him out of his mansion. The front door burst open once more. Nora rushed inside, breathless, her face pale with fear. Liam! The boy leapt from Alina's arms into his mother's. Mommy! Nora dropped to her knees, hugging him tight, tears streaming down her face. She kissed him over and over. My baby, my sweet boy. Then she pulled Alina into the embrace too. Thank you. You saved him. You saved us both. Alina sobbed against her shoulder. I thought I lost everything tonight. No, Nora whispered fiercely. He almost lost everything because of his father. But you, her grip tightened. You gave him back to me. Daniels lingered, his voice gentler now. Case is closed. But Mrs. Kane, remember? Your boy was brave tonight. He spoke the truth when it mattered. Nora kissed Liam's cheek, whispering through her tears. You were so brave, my love. Liam's voice, small but certain, broke through. Alina saved me. Alina hugged him tighter, eyes closing. For the first time that night, the house seemed to breathe again, not as Victor's fortress, but as the place where the truth had finally broken free. What would you have done if you were the officer that night? Share your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Your support keeps these stories alive.